In this video, we're going to learn how to change a rational exponent into a radical form. So there's a little bit of vocabulary in there. Remember, rational number is a fraction, and radical form, we are going to use the radical symbol. So let's take a look at this first example, 4 to the 1/2 power. Because this denominator is a 2, that happens to be the index or the root that we are going to be finding for that base. Because my numerator is 1, you're going to notice when I put this into my radical form, I'm really taking the square root of 4 to the first power. Now, when you deal with a square root, you don't have the index in front, and we are also not putting a power of 1. Remember, algebra people are lazy and they don't like to write things that are unnecessary. If I take a look at x to the 1/5, 1/5 means that I have a fifth root of x to the first power. So my index comes out front of that radical symbol, and my x is raised to the first power. Again, we don't put the power of 1 down. This example has a negative exponent. Remember, a negative exponent moves the base and the power to the opposite part of the fraction. In this case, it happens to be going to the denominator. Those examples were a little easier because they had a numerator of 1. What if we have a numerator that's not a 1? So in this case, we're raising 2 to the 4/7 power. That means that the denominator is 7, so we are finding the 7th root of 2 to the 4th power. My index is 7. My power is 2 to the 4th. In another example, I have 4 to a negative 2/5. So again, see that there is a negative there, which means it's going to move it to the denominator. My denominator of my power, or my exponent, happens to be a 5, so that means it is the 5th root of 4 squared, and again, that negative moves the entire thing to the denominator. If you concentrate and remember, the denominator is the index, and that's the number that's out front of the radical symbol, and the numerator is the power that the base is raised to.